Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. I am so glad that you're here and you're about to do some yoga with me. I am so excited that you're joining me for some strength and flexibility. This is going to be a great quick session for you to do anywhere at any time. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and find some space. If you've got a mat, great. You might want it for this one. Go ahead and sit all the way down. Then you're going to lay all the way down onto the mat. Find yourself nice and long on the earth, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Take your knees wide. I like to reach the arms up and overhead, but if that feels like a lot on the shoulders or on the hips or low spine, just let the arms rest by your sides. Otherwise, you can bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, and just take a few moments here. As soon as you get here, you're going to start to notice things that you feel. And if you don't, I really encourage you to take these next few moments and really begin to notice what it's like to be here. On the mat, in your body, right now. And there may be parts of your body that are talking loudly, like your low spine. Always the option to take the feet just a little further away from your glutes to kind of ease that sensation you may feel there. Just start to soften the jaw and the shoulders and be here. And begin to notice that you're breathing. Noticing every inhale as it happens, not necessarily quite controlling it yet, but simply just noticing. And as you bring your awareness to your breath, you notice that it gets a little fuller. As you become a part of that process. And you allow every inhale to get a little bit more depth. The belly rises a little bit more to the sky. You fill up. And every exhale, you sink, you soften, and you let go. Each one gets a little deeper, a little fuller. We're taking 3 more here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, surrender. 2 more like that. Breathe in, invite in fresh energy, oxygen into the blood. And exhale, release anything that's going to hold you back from greatness these next few minutes. 1 more. Great job. As you take your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Let the legs fall long. Find that full body stretch here, starting to awaken the body. And bring one knee into the chest and then the other, and we'll make our way to a seat. However you want to get there. You've got the option to rock and roll the length of the spine. You have the option to just roll over to one side. No matter your journey, we will meet in a seat at the center of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. 1 big breath in together. Swoop the arms out to the side. Reach up. And then draw the palms in together. Bring your hands into your heart. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and bow your head. Whatever your intention is for these next few minutes of you and your body and your breath on your mat or wherever you may be, find it here. Take a moment for whatever you want to cultivate right here, right now, and hold on to it. Take a second to carve out just exactly what it is you want. And then let's go do that. All right, big breath in, swoop the arms up. Exhale, roll over the knees, plant the palms, tabletop. All right, spread the fingers wide. You want a really big, firm foundation here. Tops of the feet press into the mat. As you inhale to cow, draw the belly down, lift your heart up. Exhale to cat, tuck the tailbone under. As you push heavy into the earth, you round the spine and the shoulder blades separate. We'll move through that with our breath. Inhale to cow, lift the collarbones, open up. Exhale to cat, round in, a little bit of a crunch as you pull the ribs towards the hips. Couple more. Inhale, cow. Your breath guides your movement. Exhale, cat. What does that mean? It means as you take this next inhale, you notice you need space for that breath. So the belly falls, you expand, you sip all the way in as you lift the chin. And then same way, opposite way, exhale, empty, pull the ribs in, push the air out, cat pose. Take 2 more. Let it feel good. No right or wrong here. Just you and your breath and your body. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to meet back in the neutral tabletop. Go ahead and stack the shoulders right over the wrists and then begin to walk the hands forwards. Come into a puppy pose. Keeping the hips right over the knees. Sink the chest towards the mat, lengthening the arms forwards. Now I like to drop the forearms for some support. You may keep just the palms down. And then whether it's your forehead or your chin on the mat, you choose. But allow the chest to open. Take the arms as wide as you need and breathe. Beautiful. Take 2 more breaths. Shoulder blades slide down the spine. Modify as you need. Beautiful job. All right. On the next inhale, slowly start to walk the palms back up and underneath the shoulders just slightly. A little bit more forwards probably, because as you inhale, you're going to rock the hips forwards and come into a modified plank. So the knees are down in line with the hips and the shoulders stack over the wrists. Beautiful. Little tuck of the tailbone so you start to feel the core engage. Take a breath in. Exhale, send the hips back towards the heels, coming into kind of a child's pose. The hands will drag along the mat, perhaps. Beautiful. Inhale, roll the spine forwards, come back into that modified plank. And then exhale, slide it back. Try to keep a nice strong core as you move. Inhale, roll forwards, coming into that modified plank. Just starting to warm up the body. And then exhale, press back. We've got 3 more. Here's an option. Inhale, roll it forwards, high plank, shoulders over wrists. Add a little mini push-up or a chaturanga. Coming into the low plank. Elbows go straight back, tricep push-up. Push back up, high plank, and then back to that child's. 2 more, you choose. Maybe today it's just holding plank and feeling really fierce and powerful here. That's great. You do you. 1 more. Roll forwards. Drop it low if you want. Lift it back up. Back to child's. Great job. This time, full plank pose. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, stack the shoulders over the wrists. There's nothing wrong with keeping the knees down here if you'd like. Otherwise, we're just going to start to build a little bit more heat. Squeeze the fingertips. And now plank, as we know, is core work, but it's actually your entire body. So what I'd like for you to do is push through the heels. Squeeze the glutes. Little tuck of the tail, strong, strong core, and then push into the mat with your palms. Beautiful. Where's your gaze? A lot of times we tend to tuck the chin. There ain't nothing back there. And there's nothing really that straightforward. So I want it straight down to the mat. Power here. 1 more breath. This is it. Soften your knees. Lift your hips, down dog. Great job. All right, take a few moments here. Start to feel what you feel. A little buzz maybe from the power of plank as the blood started to really move through the body. You can walk your dog pedaling out 1 knee and then the other. Just taking a few moments and then we'll find stillness in our down dog. Dropping the heels to the mat, press the palms into the earth. Take a big breath in. Breath out. 2 more like that. Beautiful. Exhale. Hold it here. Notice where you feel this the most. If it's in your wrists, I want you to grip with the fingertips. Maybe you take the hands slightly wider if you need. But you push heavy into the knuckle pads. Lift your hips a little higher. Your knees can be soft. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Lift the heels on the inhale. Start to gaze forward. Then take your time. Travel to the top of your space. Forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Any bend in the knees is okay. What I'd like for you to do is try to shift the weight so that the hips are directly over the heels, meaning you might need to go a little bit more forwards, bringing the weight just a little into the toes. You'll feel a lot of length, a lot of stretch. My hamstrings are always really tight up the back of the legs. So a little bend in the knees is great. Head hangs heavy. You can grab opposite hand to opposite elbow or just hang here with hands on the mat for support. Take a few deep breaths. Notice if you can let go just a little bit more with each exhale. Beautiful. Release the hands. Start to walk the feet together. Let's have the big toes touch. Know that the feet can stay hip distance if you'd like. Halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs as you make yourself into a capital L. Exhale, fold once again. 2 more. Breathe in, lift and lengthen halfway. Slide the shoulder blades back, lift and be proud in your heart. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Great job. Push down through your feet. This time we rise all the way up to stand, coming into mountain pose. Roll the shoulder blades down, flip the palms forwards. Take a second here. Just feeling really powerful, really present right here in this mountain pose. You've made it. The hardest part is showing up. So now you get to just enjoy the ride or the flow, whatever it may be. But just take a second here. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Maybe come back to that intention, whatever it is that you'd like to cultivate today. And then we'll generously bend the knees as we take an inhale, swoop the arms up. Mountain pose with the arms to the sky, hands to the heart center, bow your head. Take a second here. Beautiful. Bend the knees once again. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold, hinge from your hips. Halfway you rise. Once again, maybe hands to shins or thighs or blocks. Hands to the mat as you step back to high plank. Know that you can lower the knees if you need. We'll shift the weight slightly forward. Knees can be down for support as we lower to the mat. All right, once you're here, untuck your toes. Find yourself onto the earth. As you inhale, come into a cobra. Doesn't have to be the biggest one yet. But check in. Did the tops of the feet want to rise as well? Push through the tops of the feet. Push through the thighs, the hips, and then lift with the backside body. Beautiful. Yeah, you got it. Draw the shoulder blades together. Elbows in and down. Nice. One more inhale to lift. And an exhale to lengthen as you lower. We'll add some breath with that. Inhale, peel the chest off the mat. And exhale, lower down. Last one. Breathe into cobra. And lower. Great job. All right, tuck the toes, push to high plank, however you want to get there, and then back to down dog. All right, we're going to flow. One breath, one movement through our Sun A. Take an inhale together. Cleanse anything you don't need. Exhale. All right, breathe in, lift your heels, look forwards, and then take it to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, reset. And then exhale, fold. Breathe in, push through your feet, rise to mountain, reach all the way up to the sky, and then draw the hands through your heart. Take a moment here. Soften your shoulders, maybe smile. Then inhale, bend the knees, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, reach for the earth as you fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, and that exhale will take you all the way down to the mat, or pause if you need and plank. Breathe in, cobra, back of the head to the sky. So chin slightly tucked, long spine. And then exhale, lower down. Y'all are doing great. Tuck the toes right into high plank. So only one cobra, and then back to down dog. Let's do that exact same thing once again. Breathe in, lift your heels, look forwards. Take it to the top of the mat as you exhale. Now inhale, halfway lift. Try to lengthen through the side bodies. Exhale, fold. Rise up to mountain. The arms come all the way up and overhead. Add anything you want here. Maybe a twist. Exhale, hands to heart or a back bend. Beautiful. Bend the knees, swoop the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, high plank, step back. All right, let's lower to the mat. Knees down if you need. Elbows graze the ribs as you lower. Inhale through a little cobra. And then exhale down. All right, y'all, push up. Nice strong core as you rise to high plank. And then back to down dog. Take a few moments here. Maybe grab some water. Take some rest if you need. Set the knees down. Just take a moment to check in with you. What do you need? Right? I like to say that there is no glory in suffering through a yoga class, right? So take what it is that you need. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, meet me back in down dog if you're anywhere else. And on the next inhale, I want you to lift the right leg high to the sky. Take a second here. If you started to really open up the right hip, just dial the pinky toes down until you can almost see them when you look backwards. Yeah, they're going straight to the mat rather than the right. Awesome. All right. Go ahead and start to pull the right knee all the way through. Maybe for a brief moment you hover with the knee into the chest just for a little bit more. We set it all the way down. Right knee under your right shoulder. Beautiful job. Come up onto the fingertips as you drop your hips and lift your heart. Inhale. You feel a little bit of a stretch here on the front of the left hip. All right, beautiful. Relax the shoulders. Take an inhale one more time. We'll slide the hips back. Now I want you to move slow as you straighten the right leg. Why do I want you to move slow? Because I'd like for you to keep those hip points facing forwards rather than right away opening up the left hip. Now you may not go all the way straight in the right knee. That's okay. Right hamstring might be tight. The hips may be tight. All normal. And then you can play around. Maybe as you inhale, you come back out of it and into the lunge. And then exhale, slide it back. And you kind of play around with the connection and you notice that each time you may go a little bit deeper and then you hold. You've got about 2 more breaths. Perhaps you drop the head and fold. Great job. Bend into the right knee once again. All right, shorten your stance just a little bit. Keep the left heel high, but rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Beautiful job. All right, exhale. The arms are going to come straight forward, parallel to the earth. Thumb is up like you were going to shake hands or do a robot walk. Keep the lunge, right knee over right ankle, but really start to fire up the legs. What I want you to think about is drawing the inner thighs towards midline, but not the knee. The knee's not caving in, right? Being really strong in the glutes and in the inner thighs to find that foundation, that midline. All right, arms straight in front of you. Take a big breath in as you straighten the front leg and open the arms. The exhale is to bend back into the knee, stack over the ankle, and reach as far forwards out and over the thigh as you'd like. Inhale, open back up. Now, what is the option here? You don't straighten the leg and you just open the arms. And the exhale, once again, is to reach forward and hover. A little core work. Now, you've got 5 total. We've done 2 together, so 3 more, whether you choose to straighten the leg and find your balance or not. But you can close the eyes and you challenge yourself to take up as much space because you deserve to. Right? This is your practice. Let it get messy, no matter where you are. Who cares who's watching? Beautiful. All right, on that last one, reach forward as you exhale, then inhale back up to crescent lunge, high lunge, and open up to warrior 2. Spin your left foot parallel to the short side of the mat so it's nice and flat, and then recommit back into your lunge, right knee over right ankle. All right, arms reach in opposition, but not necessarily the torso. So shoulders stack over the hips, right arm forward, left arm back. Beautiful. Let's add a little bit of movement, shall we? Inhale, straighten the front leg. Let the palms touch at top. I like to look up. Exhale, back into that warrior 2 stance. You are powerful as you drop. Push, inhale, rise. 5 total. Exhale, soften and drop into the lunge. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Try to go as slow as you'd like to really challenge the stability. Beautiful. Hold. the warrior two stance. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift the right arm up and back. Big side body stretch here. Recommit to your lunge. Hold for a breath. You got it? You might be shaking, that's okay. We'll meet with our palms into the mat. Step the right foot to the back, high plank. All right, a little bit of a change up. You can continue to do the cobra flow, or option to meet me and join me through chaturanga. You'll shift the weight forward, knees can be down if you need, and we lower no more than halfway. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes. Push through upward facing dog now. What's the difference? Just palms and tops of the feet are on the mat versus the entire lower body. Take a big breath in once you get into that up dog, and then exhale, roll over the toes, lift the hips high, down dog. Great job. So that's our flow as we move through the rest of this practice. Feel free to modify, skip it, do whatever works for you. And you can hear that I'm getting a little breathless, right? I'm talking, I'm moving. That's normal for you too. You're asking your body to do something that it may have never done before. So if so, heck yeah. But either way, it's not easy. If it was, everybody would be doing it, right? All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Take a second, dial the left toes down. Yes, you've got it. And then step it all the way through. Hover just for a moment if you want some extra. Step the left knee down under your left shoulder. Great job. All right, lift the heart on the inhale. And then exhale, slide the hips back into that modified variation of pyramid. And then you'll go forwards and back here if that's what you choose, if that's what you like. Great job. All right, dropping back into the lunge, feeling really powerful as you squeeze the inner thighs together. Go ahead and rise all the way up to that crescent lunge. Beautiful. Go ahead and commit to that lunge. Push down through your feet, drive your right hip a little bit more forwards and hold. Arms will reach forwards, same as they did before. Thumbs up, palms facing one another. All right, here we go. You choose whatever variation you want, but inhale, straighten the front leg, open the arms, maybe you take the gaze up and you wobble. Exhale, reach forwards, hover. Beautiful, 5 total. Here's the thing, there is no failure, right? Failure is just the first attempt of trying. So if you start to wobble and you start to fall and you gotta get back into it, that's okay. That's you learning something new. Challenging your body to move in a way that it may not normally. Beautiful. All right, let's finish up. Last one, reach it forwards, then inhale back to crescent, and then open up warrior two. Spin your right foot flat once again, left knee over left ankle. Now I want you to check in with the hips and the left knee here. We talked about it before. The left knee or the front knee likes to cave in, so really strong in the left glute. Almost should be able to see the big toe on the inside of the knee when you look down. Reach the arms long. Beautiful. Let's hold here for just a moment. Find our fierce warrior power. One more breath. All right. After that exhale, inhale, arms up, palms up, touch the sky. And exhale back into warrior two. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, warrior two, legs. Beautiful. Bending into the front knee. Finish up your last few. And then we'll recommit to the lunge, coming back into warrior two. Flip the front palm. Find that reverse warrior. So left knee stays over left ankle, lifting up through the left side body. But let's relax the left shoulder, right? Holding it here for one more breath. And then coming all the way down to the mat. Palms to the earth. Take your time. Flow through your chaturanga if you'd like. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, back down dog. All right, we're gonna do that again. A little bit quicker this time. So inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Beautiful, straighten the front leg. Start to fold back into the lunge and then inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, arms straight forwards. 5 times, inhale. Whether you straighten the leg or open the arms is up to you. But I want you to take up space and shine your heart and be proud of not being perfect. That's not what it's about. It's about progress, right? Change little by little adds up. It becomes a lot. Finish up your last one. Arms to the sky, crescent, and then open up, warrior two. All right, same exact thing. Straighten front leg, palms up. Bend. 4 more. Your breath guides you. It is the song that your body wants to move to here because it's the only beat that's right for you. So find it and let it be good. You may be a little faster or slower than me. Recommit to the warrior. Come to the reverse warrior. But you can always reverse or fast forward all the way to the mat. Palms down, step back, high plank. Lower halfway, knees down, elbows in. Push your palms heavy the whole time as you rise to upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it again. Lift the left leg. Step it through, lunge. Straighten the left leg for a moment. Then bend back into the knee. Inhale, rise. Arms forward, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, open up. And this side may be different. I want you to focus on pushing heavy into the big toe mound of the left foot. And you move your gaze slow and steady too. Right? Steady gaze, steady mind, steady breath. Beautiful. Finish up your last one. Inhale, crescent, warrior two. Take your stance a little bit longer if you need. Rise up as you press heavy into the front foot, palms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. You've got a few more moments. Keep pushing here. You've got this. You're doing great. Last one. We'll recommit to our warrior two. Hold the legs. Reverse warrior. Little to no weight in this back hand because you're supported through the core. And then hands to the mat. Step it back, high plank. Flow. Breathe in through up dog. Shine your heart forwards as you pull the biceps back. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips high. We're going to do it one more time to keep that heart rate high. Let's go. Right leg high. This is it, y'all. Step it through, lunge. Great job. Straighten the front leg for a moment and fold. I'm here with you. Bend back into the right knee. Rise up, crescent lunge. Relax the shoulders as you reach the arms forwards. 5 times. Breathe in, straighten the front leg, or not. Just maybe open the arms. You can still get just as much out of this if you modify. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you. You've made it so far, and you didn't come this far just to come this far, right? Okay, come back up to crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Flip the front palm. Inhale, straighten, and bring the palms together overhead. Exhale back, warrior two. This is going to be as slow or as fast as your breath allows. But I want it to be an intentional breath, one that you're a part of. Commit back to the lunge, reverse warrior, lift up and back. Exhale to the mat, you go. Palms down, step back, lower down. Breathe in through up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Great job. Last side, breathe in as you lift the left leg. You've got it. Come on, step it through, lunge. Straighten the front leg and then bend back into it. Arms up overhead, reach to the sky and then reach forwards. Straighten the front leg as you open the arms. This is your last opportunity to let it get messy. To close your eyes, to not care what it looks like, and to only care about how it feels. How it feels to be in your body today. And that's not forever. It's temporary. So give it your all in this last one. Show up for you. Reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Warrior two as you settle, reach the arms wide. Straighten your front leg, palms together over your head. Bend back, look forwards, warrior two. Inhale up, exhale, bend. Last few. Commit, close your eyes and feel it. You know where you're going, trust yourself. You know exactly what it is you need. Recommit to your warrior two. Reverse it, lift it up, and bring it all the way to the mat. Let's go. Palms down. Last chaturanga. Inhale through up dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Great job, y'all. Take a breath in. Breath out. Awesome work. Take another inhale. This time as you exhale, set the knees down. Go ahead and sit back as you swing the legs all the way around in front of you. Great job. I want you to draw the right knee into the chest, step it to the outside of the left thigh. Sit up nice and tall, reach the arms to the sky and twist to the right. I like to kind of hug the right leg into the chest and then use the right hand as my kickstand. So in a twist, we want just as much length, then we want the depth of the twist. So we make space as we inhale and lift up, and then we get a little deeper as we exhale and twist. Maybe the gaze goes over the shoulder for that full spinal ring out. Beautiful. One more breath. Coming back to center, countering the twist if you'd like. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Right leg goes long, left leg in. Sit up nice and tall, step it to the outside of the right thigh. I like to reach the arms up, coming up onto those sits bones, and then twisting to the left. Taking a hold of the right leg, left leg, and looking over the left shoulder. Maybe close your eyes and start to notice the shift that happens in the body. Maybe you didn't go full out and the heart rate isn't as increased as mine feels. And that's okay, but you will still notice a little bit of a shift as we settle. As we come back to that intentional breath that's a little bit fuller and a little bit deeper. All right, coming back to center, take your time. Let both legs fall long, shake them out. Bringing the soles of the feet together, sitting up into that butterfly shape. Face you so you can see it. Sitting up nice and tall first as you hinge from the hips. You'll notice there's a point where you're going to want to round the spine. I want you to pause there. You can walk the hands forward and tuck the chin. Just taking a few moments to breathe here, getting a lot of love into the hips. Allowing the jaw to soften and your shoulders to soften. Just for a few moments more. And then lifting back up, taking your time, no rush, and drawing the knees into the chest. We're gonna go ahead and lay all the way down onto the mat. Coming all the way down, planting the feet into the earth. Coming into a bridge, so the ankles are just below the knees here. If you gotta pop your head up and look, that's great, but we want the toes straight forwards, like the number 11. And then hips and knees in line with one another. Push down to lift the hips up. And then you'll adjust here if you need. If you feel some sort of sensation in the knees, you might need to walk the feet a little bit more forwards. I like to roll the shoulder blades underneath me to really prop the chest and find the full back bend up the spine. But there's space between the chin and your chest here. So I want you to notice if you've got a little crunch going on, try to reach the head backwards, lift the chin as the chest lifts as well. Take a few breaths. Inner thighs stay engaged so that the knees stay nice and in line with the hips. And we just hold here. If you need support, you can always come back down for a moment and then lift back up or place a block under your sacrum. You've got one more breath. And then slowly lower shoulders, mid-back hips. Let the knees knock together and walk your feet wide. Dropping one knee into the center and then the other. Allowing your low spine to release here. There's no right or wrong, just letting it feel good. Great job. Draw both knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the sky for just a moment. Let's roll out the ankles, wiggle the toes. Maybe take a little walk on the ceiling or the sky if you're lucky enough to be outside. Taking a moment to let the legs get a little love. Any fluid build up just to dissipate or return, and then Making your way back with the right knee into the chest, the left leg will go long. Take the right knee wide, outside of the right hip, hug towards the right shoulder. I like to bring my left hand to my left hip, push down, and then reach the left arm up and overhead. Maybe taking the gaze to the right, finding that full stretch through the left side body. Then allow the right knee to cross over to the left, coming into your spinal twist, coming onto the left side as you gaze to the right. And we don't need to force the right knee to the earth. Allowing it to just hang there or supported with a block is nice. Just finding the twist throughout the body. Taking a few moments to breathe a little deeper. As you notice the heart rate has started to slow even more as you come back to this resting nature. Bringing both knees back in, engaging the core as you slowly come back to center. The left knee will stay close, the right leg goes long. Same exact thing. Go ahead and take the left knee wide first, outside of the ribs, hug it in. And then all the way over to the right, coming onto the right hip. I like to shimmy just a little bit to get right on the side of the hip and then look to the left. Maybe you close your eyes here and you just be. And everything outside of this space, whether it's physically making sound and calling for you outside of the door, or your inbox is just pinging, all of that stuff will be there. You are allowed to take these moments for you, so that you can refill your cup, so that you can give. You have something to give others. Take your time as you come back to center and really savor these last few moments as you draw the knees into the chest. This is your opportunity to give yourself a hug, a squeeze, a thank you for showing up today, giving yourself some love in a way that no one else can. And so while you're here, taking this moment, take a big breath in, engage everything, and then exhale, let it all go to whatever final resting shape, whether it's Shavasana or a seat works for you, and take a few moments to be. Allow your eyes to close or fall heavy. You no longer control the breath. You allow any sort of control to fade away. And you start to be. There's nothing for you to do. And that's enough. In this shape, you surrender. You surrender into the idea that just being is enough. Take as long as you would like here. Otherwise, start to find some movement, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Arms will float overhead as you point the toes. Find that full body stretch or reach the arms up if you're in a seat. We will all meet in a seat, taking your time, rolling over to one side or the other, sitting up nice and tall. Your eyes can remain heavy or closed. You choose what feels good for you. We'll swoop the arms out once we're in a seat. Reach the arms out and up. Gather up all that good energy you've created. Palms into your heart, all the way down. Bow as you exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. for sharing your time with me. It's always an honor to share this space with you, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.